You want to start with the emotions you're feeling with being in tonight?
Yeah, mixed. Excited. Very thankful. Grateful for the opportunity here that the organization kind of gave me to play, and just thankful. It's been a hell of a ride, and not making any pronouncements or anything, but just want to take it in stride and have some fun.
It sounded like the group was equally as excited for you. What's the support been like from your team in this moment?
It's been awesome. I played on some close-knit teams, and this team's no different. They truly a strong brotherhood, and good mix of young and old, and truly come to the rink with a ton of enthusiasm. Guys are happy to be at the rink every day, and I think that's a huge contributor of what we've been able to kind of do this year and build along the way.
You've mentioned having that unique viewpoint this season. What's it been like at this point in your career watching younger guys come into the league and have that energy that maybe a more veteran team doesn't?
It's been great, I think youthful energy is super healthy in any locker room, and young guys are super respectful. They love to work and they love to have fun, and that's a recipe for a lot of positive things moving forward.
How meaningful is it to get your last game of the season against your old team in St. Louis?
It's super unique, obviously super meaningful. I got my parents in town, which makes things always more special when you can share it with family. So, St. Louis is a spot that, gave me everything professionally, created some of the best friendships, best relationships I have in my life. I owe a lot to that organization, ownership, and everything was just super first class. And, to come back here and get a chance to actually play in this building where we were able to accomplish a few fun things is, truly special. And again, I'm just obviously very thankful for the organization here that gave me this chance this year to be a part of this. They're obviously in good hands here. I played, for four really, great organizations, and this team here is obviously on a good path. But to come back here and get this chance to play in St. Louis is really special.
What was the biggest thing you learned during your time in St. Louis and then on that run, obviously?
Learned a lot, but it was just a place where the culture and the relationships and the bonds were super important. It was, you built relationships that were beyond teammates. These are friends you build for life, and there was always a super strong emphasis on building that strong culture and bonds and brotherhood. And I saw it from guys like Steen, Jay Bomeister, and then guys before that who stuck around town in St. Louis. It's a special place, and there's a reason guys stick around. There's just a strong bond for the city and for the organization.
Where did your parents come in from?
They drove up from Thunder Bay. They made the trek 2 days ago, and they wouldn't miss this one. They obviously kind of molded me into who I was today, and they sacrificed so much for me to get here, and for them to be here is pretty cool.
You've had a successful season against St. Louis. Can you just tell me a little bit about what it's like for you to play against this team?
Yeah, a little luck obviously involved, but it's fun playing them. I had a few former roommates I play with in Bakersfield that play for them, so always have a little extra juice playing against them for bragging rights.
In terms of this game, obviously you guys have a chance to make an impact in this game. What does that mean to this group, and even though playoffs aren't an option at the moment?
Yeah, obviously finish the season off strong, and it'd be kind of nice to make them wonder if they're going to get in or not. So it should be a good one.
We heard the cheer from the room when Bortuzzo's in the lineup. Just what has he meant to the room this year on and off the ice?
Yeah, he's been unreal. He's a great pro, had a long career. He's been really good to me and everybody in the room, so we're all excited for him to get in the game tonight.
What have you learned from him just with his veteranship?
Yeah, just how to be a pro, how to handle the ups and downs of a long season, and it'll be nice to see him out there tonight.
You've had some success against St. Louis over the year.
You want to take my question too?
Why do you think you've had some looks against them?
Just some nice luck.
I do have to ask you where the origin of the Kessel King comes from. And how does Kessel King elevate in season 2?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it was born here by someone. I don't know who. But yeah, it was good. It's always nice to have some success against a team, and I don't know. You feel good going into the games against them, so it'll be good.
Game 82, is it kind of emotional for you guys? Are you guys ready to get the season over with?
I think we want to finish strong. I mean, it's a long year. I think we built a lot upon what we did last year in Arizona for the guys that were here, and you don't want to just go out not swinging. I mean, give them a hard game, make them earn the 2 points if they want it, and go from there.
What has been being a part of this inaugural season meant to you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, the ownership group, everybody from the top down, being in Utah, going to the Jazz games, the crowd in Delta. It's been a really cool experience, and I think everybody's really excited to come back and keep building on it. And our fans deserve some playoff hockey, so hopefully next year we're ready to make that push.
Hello, Veginet. Bert in for Dissimon, and Yami in for Obi. I think there's unfortunately we're not in the position to make the playoff, but we're in position to play game 82 against a team who will have that desperation, and they need that game. So it's an opportunity for us to have our say in the playoff picture, and we will be ready.
What has Robert Bortuzzo meant to this team? I know he's only played a bit, but in the room.
Yeah, but that's exactly, you said it right. I don't think you can measure his impact only by what he did on the ice. The veteran presence, the championship pedigree, the composure, and the kind of teammate he is, the brother he is for our group meant a ton. And I think the guys are all excited to have him back tonight.
You saw him. We last saw him in a game against Calgary.
Yeah.
Around that time, he got injured.
Yeah.
How has he really battled back from injury and kind of forced his way back in the line?
I think he's been a great pro. Just a great example for everybody. The way he showed up every day with not just doing the work with a purpose, with a focus, with enthusiasm. Great job, and we're happy to have him today.
You mentioned it a bit, but being able to be a spoiler tonight, possibly, does that motivate the group at all?
Well, you want to have a say. You want to be one of those teams. So I think we, St. Louis, the way they play, give them a lot of credit since the Four Nation break. But at the same time, we want to show what we're capable of, and we have the opportunity to play a game where will be a playoff intensity. We want to be in the playoff. We won't be in the playoff. It's not the same meaning for us than it will be for them, but we'll see the desperation they have, and that will be a good measure stick for us.
With Kaylor Yamamoto back in the lineup, what has he provided for your team ever since being retired?
Yeah, hockey sense, playmaking, poise, experience, compete level. Really good at winning battle, winning loose puck recovery, those kind of things.
What are the emotions behind this being the final game? I know you've been locked in on the games, but are you able to, appreciate it?
I don't want to. I want just be the best we can be for tonight. We unfortunately we'll have months to be like you said. So we'll do so when time will be. But we spend the last 30 years of my life to remind young men to live in the present. Try to live by that motto.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.